ex-boyfriend. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Benita and I'm so happy to have you joining me today. I love to do videos about books. I rant a lot about books. If you love this kind of videos, please do subscribe and I will be happy to have you join my little corner of the internet. So guys, excuse my hair, I look crazy. Today's Friday. As you can see from the title, I am going to be attempting to do 24-hour reading challenge again. I've tried this twice. I've not been successful in the terms I've not really completed full 24 hours. But this time I am coming live and direct. I literally have zero plans this weekend. Tonight I have dinner with a couple of friends and that's it. So I wanted to try it again because I really enjoy the 24-hour reading challenge. I enjoy filming them. It's a good way to kind of get a lot of reading done with like dedicated time and a short amount of time. And I want to start on a Friday because I think it'll be perfect time to just... So the rules are the same. I'm going to do the timer method. So that means I'm just going to set a timer for 24 hours and I will only record when I'm actively reading, and I'll pause for sleep or when I take a little bit of a break. I will always pause it. And the point of this is to read for 24 hours, not completely straight, but 24 hours like timed over the next 3 days. So today's Friday. I'm hoping to be done by Sunday night. Guys, I'm really excited. I really enjoy doing this for you guys. So for this challenge, what I normally do is set myself a little TBR for this video. So earlier this week I posted my July hopefuls, so books I hope to reach for this month. I posted that on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to link it down below. You guys post daily on there and I also post daily on my book talk as much as I can. I posted 9 books. I think I'm going to pick some books from that list. And another step further is that out of those 9 books, I think 3 of them are on my physical TBR. So for this video, I'm going to be doing the 3 physical books on my July hopeful, if that makes sense. Yes, because I have quite a lot of books in here. Quite a lot of these books I've not read them, so I'm just trying to tackle as much of those books as I can. So yeah, so enough chatting, let's just talk about the books that are on deck for this video. The first book I really want to read in this is Powerless by Laura Roberts. So I bought this book back in March. It is a TikTok sensation and you guys know how I feel about TikTok. I have a love-hate relationship with TikTok, but I've heard a lot of good things about this book. As you guys know, I'm very new to fantasy, so I think this would be a good book. It is quite a chunky book. It's about 500 pages and the text is so small, as you can see. And then the second book I really want to reach for is Flawless by Elise Silver. Again, this has been on my TBR for a long time. Back in January I read Atlas from the Chestnut Spring series. Each book in this series is a standalone book, so it's quite nice, but this has been sat on my TBR for a long time, so I just I'll tackle this. A romance, cowboy romance kind of vibe, and I really enjoyed Atlas when I read it, so I'm really excited to read. Well, just to circle back to Powerless, is that I know this is going to end in a cliffhanger. And the last book, Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. Again, this book has been on my physical TBR since the start of this year and I've always wanted to reach for it. And there's about maybe 200 pages. Yeah, 200 pages. So I can get through this quite quickly. Plan is to read all 3 books in 24 hours. That would be fantastic if I can do that, and or read as much as I can and complete the entire 24 hours. Last 2 times I did this, I think the first time I finished 20 hours in the entire weekend because I just kept stopping a lot because I had like social commitments and stuff. And then the second one I filmed, I think I did 19 hours, but this weekend I have no plans. So I think the first book I'm going to read is Flawless. So yeah guys, this is what today's video is going to be. Wish me luck. I'm really excited. As I said, you guys know how I do this. I'll check in as much as I can, and I'm going to put my disclaimer here. I like to rant a lot about books. If you watch my previous reading videos, you know I rant a lot. I get very emotionally invested. Rage comes out of me, so that's not going to change. I'm still going to do that. Saying that, there might be spoilers in this video. These books I'm reading are not brand new books. They've been published for over a year or 2. There would be spoilers in this video. Like, I just want to put my little disclaimer there. Oh my god, I just realized I've got like 2 bubbles here. I look crazy. So I'm ready. I've got my drink, my bookmark. Now let's set the timer. I'll just do this backwards. Are we ready? Start this timer. Let's start the timer. Let's go. Hi guys, so I'm just doing a little check-in before I head out for dinner, but I want to let you guys know where I am. So I have read So 1 hour and 7 minutes, because I started reading at 3, I read till about 4, then I had to get ready. I have to meet my friends at 6. Anyway, so I'm actually reading this book really fast. So in an hour and a bit, I've read, I'm now on page 78. I'm looking very optimistic. I am not taking my book with me, as I said, because I'm taking the little bag and this can't fit my book. So I probably won't read on my commute. So I will read when I come back home, which is taking some hours from my reading time anyway. It won't fit my bag. This will not fit in my bag, which is fine. I don't have an e-book copy review of this book. Anyway, I need to go now, so I just want to say hi, check in where I am. It's over an hour mark and we are breezing through this quickly. I'm not going to give any thoughts on this book now because I don't have time to dive into this. When I come back this evening. Welcome to my bedroom. So I just got back from dinner with my friends, which was lovely, and it's now midnight. I'm still pretty awake, so I'm probably going to read a couple of more chapters, so no chapter pages, before I go to bed. Flawless, I've literally read a massive chunk of it. Right now I'm on page 82. This book follows Ritz and Summer. Ritz is a professional cowboy, bull rider, not cowboy, yeah, cowboy, professional bull rider, and I didn't know they made this much money, because according to this book they make loads of money from like sponsorships and like championships and stuff. Ritz is like a bad boy of the bull riding circuit, and he basically is about to lose one of his biggest sponsors. Actually, I think he just lost his biggest sponsors. I think, yeah, his PR agent has recruited him to have a babysitter, which is basically Summer. So Summer works for her dad's PR company, and this is her first year working in the business. Basically that's what it is, babysit him, basically like just keep him in line everywhere, just stay with him for the next 2 months until his championship. He has a big like championship thing in Vegas, I think. I'm really enjoying this book. This book is really quite fast paced. Like I read a couple of pages and I'll probably finish this book tomorrow morning, and I can start Powerless. Yeah, so it's very easy to read, and I said before, I've read the 4th book in the series already, so it's quite nice to see some of the characters. I really like the 4th book. Cade from the 4th book is actually quite grumpy in this book a little bit, so I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of them. They're all standalone books in this series, but they're all interconnected. Let me reading for the next couple of, probably for an hour or until I get sleepy, to be fair. Good morning, guys. So, oh, my voice. Ugh. So today is Saturday and it's now 11 a.m. in the morning. I've been reading for like 3.5 hours. I've got 20.5 hours left on the clock. Great. And I'm almost done with Flawless. Do you know what? This book is so easy to read. Like, this is how much I have left. I'm like on chapter 25, and I think it's about like, so I'm just giving you the page number, I think it'll be easier. So I'm on page 285 and there's like 297 pages. So I've got like, it's over 100 pages to go. This book is so easy to read. I think it's just like a easy breezy like romance book, that kind of vibe. I'm really enjoying the story. I like Summer and I like Rand, this kind of like workplace romance. It's not forbidden, because even that dad is saying like, oh, don't date my daughter, blah blah blah. It's not like a massive restriction. And guys, I'm actually getting to my 24 hours within challenge today, you know, because I was hoping I'll use 8 hours on this book, and I was thinking, okay, I'll have 12, like, oh, I can't do maths. I have 16 hours left, sorry, and then I'll use like 10 hours on Powerless and like 6 hours on Only for a Week, that kind of vibe. But it's looking like I'll probably finish this in like 5 hours, which is great. So when I spoke to you guys last night, I read a couple of pages. I think I read a few pages, but I couldn't keep my eyes open, so I had to go to bed. And then this morning when I woke up at 5 a.m. again, even though I went to bed like 1 a.m. When I woke up at 5 a.m, I just had some water and I went back to bed. And then I woke up again around like 9 o'clock and I read for another hour or two, then showered, and here I am. This book is very spicy. Like, you look at the cover and you think, oh, it's like a nice cowboy romance and stuff, or like spicy, but the spice, I like the fact that the spice is not from the start. It's kind of a slow burn in the way that I feel a bit of back and forth, and the friendship and like relationship and like dialogue and interaction between Summer and Ritz before it becomes like a sexual relationship and stuff. So it is quite good. As I said, this series is a standalone series, but all the MMC in the entire series are brothers. So Ritz is the youngest of 4. I think he has 3 brothers and actually 2 brothers and a sister. So I'm just gonna have my coffee, going to read the rest of this and see. I'm hoping I can finish this in maybe like an hour and a half. Oh my god, guys, so basically I've just gone to the park. Oh my god. So I'll just give you a bit of a background. So Summer, when she was a teenager, because I think she was ill, and then she started having like an affair with a doctor, and this guy really broke her heart. So now her dad just had a heart attack and she went to the hospital to see him, even though her sister didn't tell her. So she's called Summer, her sister's called Winter, and then this Rob guy, which is the guy she dated when she was a teenager, walks in. And then Ritz was like, what is he doing here? Like, you know, what's your ex-boyfriend doing? The kind of a thing. And then someone was like, that's my husband. Are you kidding me? I need to read more and come back, because I'm just like, gobsmacked. I can't believe that. I was like, is this some kind of sick joke? Oh my god, what if Winter doesn't know? Okay, I'm coming. Guys, I just finished Flawless, and now we are on 19 hours and 20 minutes. So Flawless by Elise Silver. I'm gonna rate this book a 4-star because you guys can tell already, I really enjoyed reading this book. It was such an easy read. I read it in like 5 hours. As I said, I love Rhett and Summer. I just love their relationship and the pace of the book and the pace of the relationship as well, and they're just so cute and so sweet together. So I really think everyone should read this book. As I said before, like, it's such, I don't want to use the word throw away, but I think it's just an easy read for anyone that's new to romance or just wants to like something easy to read. Like if you have like reading stuff, I just want to pick up a nice summer read as well, I think it would be good for that. And also I love the relationship between the brothers. You see a little bit of them in this book as well. You just get the banter between the brothers and they give each other like shit and stuff. Kate in this book is very grumpy, but then towards the end when I read Atlas, it's now validated my opinion as well, because I said I don't think it was grumpy, I just think it had like firstborn syndrome, always being like the responsible one. I think that's what it is. And also I don't think he's a happy jolly guy, so it kind of comes off as really grumpy and like always like in a bad mood. So it was quite nice to get a little glimpse of him and like how he interacted. And there was a lot of Willen's book. So Willa is the FMC from Atlas, which I think Atlas is actually the second book. I remember loving her in Atlas. I feel like she made up that entire book for me. Like, she's so cheeky, like I just love her banter. Like when she and Summer text each other, I just find it really funny. And then obviously the part when she met Ritz for the first time as well, like she's just really funny. Definitely highly recommend it. Like I don't think like it's not going to be like, oh my god, like, you know, perfect literature. To be fair, I like the writing, I like the story, and the scene with the old like Winter and her husband Rob, that was really shocking. Obviously the old affair with Rob was her doctor, and they kind of bonded because she had a really crush on him when she was 18, and they had like a 2-year affair. And after the affair, he then started dating Winter, because Winter is a doctor as well. She started working in the hospital, so Rob started dating Winter, and he's a fucking asshole because he knows their sisters, and he just like ignored Summer, like just like kind of replaced Summer with Winter. And then but what he did that was really fucked up was that he just kept her on a leash. Like he just like messaging her, like he just doesn't want her to move on. Promised that she wasn't going to say anything because obviously you should have a relationship with your patient anyway. Obviously she told Rhett about it, and Rhett didn't know the backstory of the fact that even though like Rob was an ex, like now she's married to her half sister or whatever. That was just a little bit messy. And obviously I feel like maybe Winter's gonna get a book, because I remember Winter showed up in Atlas as well. She's not with Rob anymore because she's actually pregnant as well, so it's just a bit of a mess. So now we're going to move on to the next book, which is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I'm really excited to read this book. I think this book is going to take me a long time to read. Like, I'm going to read this with an audiobook. As I've said before, this book is very popular on Book Talk, and also after seeing Emmy do a reading vlog about this, I really want to watch this. But one thing that is very cool about this book as well is that apparently the audiobook is really good. And I feel with fantasy book, after reading Game of Thrones, I like reading fantasy books with an audiobook if I have it available, because pronunciation, tandem reading with book and an audio. I'm reading this book because I've seen quite a lot of people rave about it, and I just want to know what the fuss is about. I'm going into this with no expectation. If I love it or hate it, there's no regrets here. I just want to like get it off my physical TV, and this is giving like Hunger Games / winging away. Okay, are you ready? Timer, resuming, and go.
Simon & Schuster presents Powerless by Lauren Roberts.
God, I just love when it's a little map. Can you see that? Oh my god, I love that.
For every girl who has ever felt powerless.
We just had our first darling. Eden. Oh no, she's been chosen for the trial. Oh no. So I've been reading for just over an hour now, and I'm taking a bit of a break because my eyes is feeling a little bit sore, and I've read about 100 pages. I'm now on chapter 12. Again, another easy read. I'm sure everyone knows about this book because, as I said before, it's very popular on Book Talk. So this book follows Hayden and Kyle. So in this world, there are elites and there's ordinaries. Elites seem to have like powers, and the ordinaries don't have any powers. But I think the king has killed all the ordinaries. Hayden is an ordinary, but she's kind of on disguise. Basically, I think her dad was an elite, like an healer, and obviously he knew his daughter wasn't ordinary, so which I think was very clever. Kind of gave her a power, a skill basically, which is, I think is still a power because it's a skill. She can read people, like that is a fucking skill, that is basically power. Anyway, so power is to be a psychic, but she trained so much with her dad to kind of improve our like people reading skills. But she lives in the slums, which is basically like what it is, the slum. How she's been getting by since her father died, kind of steals, like she's like a pickpocket, that kind of vibe. So far I like her, like she's my kind of FMC. I love a strong FMC. And you know what, yeah, I like books like this, like it's very Hunger Game, like trials and hunting, and like there's a lot of action. I think that's why I loved the Fourth Wing as well. I just love those kind of books, like this kind of fantasy book, which is why I think I will actually like fantasy books, because I just love action. And I know I wanted to read more fantasy this year, and I think after reading it, I think I'm going to read a lot more. Then when we get into like the colder months, well, I say that now, but we are basically cold in the UK. But once we get to like September, October time, when it's like more cozier, I think I'm going to tackle most. I have a massive list of fantasy BR, and since I've been watching my favorite YouTuber, Emmy. I'm going to talk about it a lot in this video because she's a fantasy girl and she has so many recommendations. She does a lot of reading vlogs. I just enjoy watching her videos. Based on watching her videos, I have so many fantasy books now on my TBR, which I can't wait to tackle. It reminds me a lot of Hunger Games, and I think I've seen a lot of people reference that, but completely different. Because obviously the only reason why it reminds me of Hunger Games is the elite and the ordinary, the vibe between the rich and the poor, that kind of vibe gave me that. But Kaya, Prince, his older brother, is going to be the king of the land and he's going to be the enforcer, which basically means he just goes around hunting and killing people. Kai was in like the slums, the area, and then he got attacked. He's an elite as well, obviously, and his power is to, I think it absorbs other people's powers, like power shifter kind of thing. There was a situation, Hayden saved him, and obviously now she's brought attention to herself. She's been picked for the trial. I don't know how frequent the trial is. They haven't said the frequency of the trial. The elites are selected and they fight in the trial, I'm assuming, and then the winner wins big amount of money. Different levels of elites as well. People that have like really like superpowers. I think they're like within like the royal path, and then you have like people in like they're like middle class power, and then there's like the mundane, which are like people that have their powers are not like mediocre powers kind of thing. And Hayden's power as a psychic, she's a mundane, and she has this theory like they pick the mundane and the slum because after die, so they're basically like scapegoat. Kai is also in the trial because he has to, is kind of proving himself. And yeah, that's kind of thing. So I'm really enjoying it. Again, this book is so easy to read. I'm a fast-ish reader. I'm a lot faster with books when I'm enjoying the story. Because I was worried because it was quite chunky. I thought it was going to be like quite slow and like takes ages to get to the point, but it's actually quite fast-paced, not rushed, like perfect. Hi guys. So I'm back to my book now. I've read a couple of more pages, but I'm now on page 173, and I am really eating this book up, guys. I've put my dinner on because it's quite late now. It's 7:30 and it's very Hunger Games. Even when out there prepping for the trials, Hayden, she's really cool. Kai is cool as well. I'm loving the banter between them and just like flirting. We don't like each other, but we like each other kind of banter that's going on between them. I kind of like that. Hayden keeps saying that she doesn't have powers. You have a power, girl. You have a skill. Being able to read people that fast, that quickly. That is a power, girl. Like, I think she has a power. She's an extraordinary ordinary. One thing I'm a bit confused about is that Kit, who is Kai's brother and the future king, has asked Hayden to the ball. So they have a party before the trial and each of the contestants has to pick a date or whatever. So Kit asked Peyton to the dance, and I guess there's no romantic relationship between Kai and Hayden yet. It's always gonna be a bitch. This kind of stories are not completed. It's always gonna be a mean girl. Blair. That's what I'm gonna say. Blair. He's jealous, guys, jealous.
What is your favorite color? I never thought about what my favorite color was before. It never seemed important. Not until I looked into a pair of ocean blue eyes and realized that perhaps drowning was a beautiful thing. Not until I looked into a pair of fiery blue eyes and realized that perhaps burning was a painless thing. Not until I looked into a pair of sky blue eyes and realized that perhaps falling was a peaceful thing. I never thought about what my favorite color was before, because I hadn't seen one that was worthy of the title until now. That is blue.
Hi guys, it's now 11 o'clock at night. I now have 14 hours of reading time left and I'm almost done with Powerless. Anyway, I'm now in chapter 35 and this book is going really well. I've just finished trial, so I think there's different stages of the trial, so they just completed one. That part was a bit slow for me in a way because it wasn't as action packed as I thought. There was some action in there, but a lot of the time was, I guess it is necessary because that's the time that Hayden and Kai kind of bonded, so it's kind of expected for for it to be that slow and less action. And oh my god, the part where I thought Jax died, I was like, oh my god, no, like no, but obviously he didn't die for now anyway. And also the resistance, the king is killing all the ordinaries, which I found like they can't all be dead. And I was right, they're not dead, because some of them are in hiding. They are just from this resistance. Thing is, I've read enough of these books, this type of books, that I have a feeling that we are not getting the full story, because it just sounds so like, obviously I feel like the reason why the king is killing the ordinaries sounds kind of basic to me, like, oh, they're all diseased, so bigger. There's something bigger than what we're saying. There's more to this than we know, because there is no, I'm just thinking about it now, like if the king killed her dad, and if the king knows that dad's part of the resistance, there is no way when he found that she saved his son and he got a full name, that he wouldn't have tried to kill her as well, you know. I don't know, I just feel like my mind is going like something's going on, whatever. Keeping captivated. I'm excited to know how this is going to end up. Basically what I've done is ordered Powerful and Reckless on Amazon, and they're going to come tomorrow. And now I'm thinking, because I only have like 200 pages of this, so I still have 14 hours, I might be able to squeeze in to read all like the novella, the Reckless, and only for the week. Am I reaching? Am I going too far? Can we squeeze in that many books in 14 hours? I'm now going to go to bed. Good night, guys. Oh my god, no. Adina just died. Is she really dead? She can't be dead. She can't. Run! Run! Gonna kill her. The king is gonna kill her, isn't it? Oh no. I can't kill her because obviously the book will be over. Oh my god, no! Jesus Christ, no. This is sick! Oh, she killed the king. Yes. Okay. Shit. Last chapter! Just finished Powerless, and I still have 11.5 hours left. Oh my god, wow. I'm gonna give you guys my review in a bit, but I just need it to digest. Oh guys, I've just like showered, and so I thought of my thoughts and comments on Powerless. So I think the reason why I read this book so quickly is because really a joy to read. Like, it's such a good, easy, breezy book to read. Like, I feel like anyone can read this and you'll get something out of it, especially if you're a fan of like this kind of like dystopia fantasy kind of vibe, like Hunger Games or Diversion or Fourth Wing, for example. You would definitely enjoy this book because it kind of follows the same logic. The rich versus the poor, the haves and the have-nots, and then trials and challenges and stuff. The trials were fine. I wish they were more action-packed. I wish they tested their abilities a bit more. I felt like some of the challenges were quite repetitive. It was just the same challenge but done different ways. I don't know. I just feel like I wish challenges were a lot more tougher. Again, if you've read this kind of book, you have a high expectation. But I still get why this book is popular as well, because that doesn't stop you from enjoying it. So I'm gonna rate this book a 4.5 star, and the reason I'm not giving it 5 stars, I think I just wanted a bit more with the challenges. Peyton and Kyle though, I love them as a couple. In terms of the ordinary and the resistance and stuff, like I predicted some of the things that I saw. You know, the king killed her dad, but it didn't really kill her dad, but it was actually like, you know, Kyle that killed her dad. I saw that coming. There isn't a massive cliffhanger. She's now on the run, so a cliffhanger to understand like what's happening next. The side that saw them, so basically every time they're in the trial, they have an audience, but they don't have cameras in the arena, but they have like people that have a ability called sight. So basically what they can do is like record what's happening and then project what they see in their mind so people can see it. So each time they're in any of the trials and challenges, there's a few sites that records. Basically, they're kind of like acting as the camera. At the end, when she had the moment with the king, and then she was questioning him like, oh my god, you killed my dad. Why did you lie about the ordinary having a disease, blah, blah, blah. There was a side that was there that recorded the entire thing. Maybe in the second book, we can see like, I don't think people won't probably cover it all. Well, I was like, oh, that's good. I think they have evidence of the whole interaction. So hopefully, maybe that side will be the one that will like show everyone what's happening. One thing I was going to mention again is because everybody on Book talk about like, oh my god, because Kai calls Peyton darling. Oh my god, it's so I actually prefer him calling her Pay. When he says Pay, that gets me more than darling. Like, darling is fine, don't get me wrong, it's fine, whatever. But when he calls her Pay, oh my god, I feel that more. I don't know, I was like, oh, you know, darling, I feel Pay more. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Now that I have just over 11 hours, I've got 11 hours and 6 minutes left. It's currently 2 o'clock right now. So I'm gonna start Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. This book, because it's quite big and I feel like there isn't a lot of pages, about 200 pages, so I think we could finish this in the next hour or two. I'll just bang this out. This is bad. This is bad. This book is weird. This is bad. So I just want to have a little break. Only for the Week. Literally, I have that much left. I'm almost done with this book. I told you I'm going to finish it in like 2 hours. Actually, it's more than 2 hours. It's just, I've been reading now for like 2 hours and 15 minutes and almost done. But I wanted to check in before I completely finish this book because this book is insane. Another easy to read book because there's a bit of drama going on in this book. And you guys know I love a bit of drama. Janelle is the younger sister of Anne-Marie. And Anne-Marie's getting married. So Janelle was dating Arnold first. They dated for like maybe a few, I think 6 months or so, and then they broke up and her older sister started dating him, which I think is a bit off. Okay, that's like strike one. Strike two, now they're getting married and they get married in Tulum. 2 weeks before the wedding, the entire wedding party went to Tulum early and they have like a little pre-holiday kind of vibe before the wedding. In Marie's mind, I think she feels like her sister still has feelings for Arnold and she's a bit paranoid about leaving them together in the same room, and her mom feels the same way, which I'm like, if you had that thought in your mind, why the fuck are you dating him then? If you think your sister there's still feelings between them two, why would you do that to yourself? Like, if you're that insecure that you can't even have them be together in the same room, why would you go in the first place? Why would you say yes to them? So I just think that's a bit odd, and the fact that her mom is basically gaslighting her and stuff like that. So this is kind of how the book is going. But she doesn't really fancy Arnold because she feels like she and Arnold were not compatible anyway, and she's happy for them to be together. But she actually has feelings for his best friend Rome, which is also the best man, and they're having this little weird like holiday romance. But like, Rome is obsessed with her. Like, I just love her. Like, the level of like almost like a golden retriever boyfriend. Oh my god, I love her. Like, oh, it's just perfect. That's mad. It's perfect. Perfection. Anyway, so that they are into each other, but her sister just sounds like a complete bitch. At first I thought maybe it's just like, you know, being her bridezilla or something. Maybe she was just having like a moment because it's the wedding week. But it sounds like this is like a thing where everyone babies and panders to the older sister. She's done that the entire life, and that's kind of how it is. Anyway, I have to pause here because something dramatic just happened. So she obviously all week she's been taking hits from her sister, like just slight little comments, little insults. Like, she actually pretended, well, there's a theory that she pretended to lose her ring just to make her sister go find it, which I think if she is, she's fucking psychotic. Anyway, something just happened now. Janae, she's just had a conversation with her mom because she's like, okay, I can't take this anymore. I have to confront you. Like, what kind of child do you think I am that I've just like actually like sleep with my sister's fiance? Like, you know, you're looking at the wrong daughter. You don't go and date your sister's ex-boyfriend. Okay, if you're gonna do that, at least wait for them to be like, they've not been together for like years and years. And if you're gonna do that, why would you do that if you're still paranoid, if you still think there's something between them? So I'm just baffled. Anyway, so something just happened now. This is a big thing. Basically, after she had a conversation with her mom, she's having a nap, she hears a knock on the door, opens the door, and it's Arnold, like, is completely shit-faced, saying all these weird things like, I made a mistake, I chose the wrong sister. And then she's just like, okay, you're drunk, go find your fiance, you know she won't like this. Oh, she just wants to one-up you, which makes sense. It sounds like they've had this weird competition because it sounds like the mom has always pandered to Anne-Marie, like she's a daughter that they all orbit around her. And I feel like because maybe she and Anne had a connection, she wanted to one-up her sister and she's taking it too far, I think. Anyway, that's what the guy said. And he's like trying to like kiss her, slap her, kick her out of her room. And now she's just like, I think she has to tell her sister what happened. I'm like, oh my god, this is bad, because I know what's gonna happen. She's gonna shoot the messenger. It's gonna be like, you're lying, you're a fucking bitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, her sister already doesn't like her. So I'm almost done. Like, it's almost like I've got about 33 pages left. Oh fuck, I just closed the page I was on. I do this all the time. 5 is about 3 minutes to 5. and my books are not here. It did say the delivery is between 5:30 and 7:30, so there's still time. So I'm sure by the time I finish this book, I'm hoping my books will be delivered and I can just check in with you guys. I just such a manipulative bitch. Oh my god. Don't feel sorry for her. Don't make excuses for her. She's horrible. Such a gaslighter. I can't deal. What kind of sister are you? Fuck me. This is weird. Weddings are fucking annoying. Wedding brings out the worst in everyone. Jesus Christ. How are they gonna have this wedding when everybody knows what happened in that before? I don't understand how people can just attend this wedding with a straight face. Oh. So, I just finished book number 3 and I still have 8 hours left, guys. But this book is so good. Oh my god, I'm ready to give my feedback. Oh my god, Rome. The ending, like, guys, he designed a video game that just highlights all the key moments. Oh my god. Do you know what? I need to tackle some of my TBR more often. Like, all the books I've read this challenge have been good. Well, only for a week. Do you know, it's funny because when it started, obviously it started with with them going on a flight to Tulum, and then I think they got to Tulum and they just had it, like, I think by chapter 2 they had sex and it was quite graphic, like it was very spicy. I was thinking, my mother thought, oh, I don't want another small book, like, because that went on for a long time. Because I'm doing a challenge now to continue because I didn't want to DNF it. I'm so happy because it was worth it. Like, obviously this is spicy. The spicing is relevant because obviously they're having like a sexual relationship for like 1 week, so they're making the most of their time, so it makes sense that it's quite spicy, but the story is there. Nah, 5 stars. Yeah, 5 stars. 5 stars. The emotion this book got out of me was so cute. Like, nah, Rome is, now I can't decide between Rome and Judah, because Judah was my MFC of the year and I think Rome just beat him. No, Rome is the perfect boyfriend. Like, he's just like a, I think his love language is just like act of service, like giving act of service. Like, he just listens to everything she does. He's just into her. Like, oh, so I like it when a guy falls first, when he's not afraid to show that into her, patient with her, no rush, no drama. Like, I highly recommend. To be fair, I highly recommend all the books I read. Anyway, it's the perfect time to take a break. Hopefully my books will be here by then. This is a successful challenge, guys. So successful. Just in time, guys. It's an Amazon new that ended a little bit of a break. I just realized that the first chapter of, is it Reckless, is in this book, so I've just read the first chapter whilst I was waiting, so that's fine. But my delivery came. Wow, it's a lot smaller compared. This is Powerless. Look how small Reckless is. So much smaller. Quicker to read. All about the font. Same font size. Ooh, smells like money. And we have Powerful. Okay, so now I can read. We now currently have 7.5 hours on the clock. So let's see how much we can read. 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna have a late night tonight. I already knew that going in. 2 a.m. I'm gonna stay up. Okay, this is the thing. I will stay up and finish between 4 hours. But if I finish these 2 books before the 7 hours is up, I'm going to bed, guys. I'm sorry. Let's crack on. It's found her. So let the games begin. The justice! So sad that she found out that about our father. I just finished this, guys. I didn't expect that ending. Wow. So now it's midnight and I still have 3 hours on the clock. I don't actually feel that tired. So I am going to read Powerful now. And I think I can finish in 3 hours. Like 200 pages. So similar to Only for a Week. And I read that in 3 hours. So I think I can read this in 3 hours. So I'm not going 3 a.m. guys. Tomorrow's Monday. So I'm just going to read this quickly and I'll check back once I'm done. To the girls with softer dreams, your purpose is just as powerful. I swear this book just makes me like Dana more. And she's so sweet. Oh. No, this is bad. I I just finished Powerful, and the ending finished me. You guys saw, I was sobbing. Like, obviously we all knew like she died, even Powerless. I've just got a tiny glimpse of her personality, and that finished me off. That ending was so outrageous. Now Mark is just going to, like, I don't know. I hope Mark comes back in Fearless, and I hope like Mark and Hayden kind of come like together, because come together in some way, just for a memory, like the two people that she loved. Oh my god, I've never cried so much over a book, like, and a book that the ending that I knew was gonna happen. Guys, no, that finished me. Okay, I need to go to bed now. I have finished all my books, and at the moment it's so funny because I still got 46 minutes left. There's no way I can finish a book in 46 minutes. So let's just round up. I completed a 24-hour challenge, guys. Not only that, I read 5 books in 24 hours. That is crazy. I'm never ever. I think I needed that. After spending over a week reading Fire and Blood, that is a record for me. All the books I read were over 230 pages at least. Guys, I need to go to bed. It's 3 a.m. Hi guys, so it's now a couple of days since I finished my reading challenge, which I can't believe I actually completed it. Like, oh my god, yes, finally. I just realized I didn't give you guys my full like review, and so I just thought I would do that really quickly. So as you guys saw, I finished Powerless on like Monday morning. Like, Powerless book finished me. I was just crying because it is from Adina's point of view, and we know Adina died in book 1, and she's Hayden's best friend, so it was quite sad to just see her, like, her story. She's such a sweet person, a sweet girl, and she fell in love, and everything just died. And the way she died, I just could not stop crying. Even at the end, when she was still quite cheerful and friendly, and I'm gonna get going again. I just can't think about, I kind of think I can never recover from this. The entire Powerless books, obviously I think I went into this with no expectation, as I said before. I wanted to find out what the fuss is about, and I'm telling you, I get the hype. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I definitely enjoyed book 1. Actually, I enjoyed all of them differently, because Powerful is even though it's part of the series, it was nice. I enjoyed every single one of them. I think Reckless was good, but it didn't have as much action as book 1. Reckless had a bit of action, but it was focusing a lot more about Kai and Hayden's little moments together. Obviously, had some obstacles along their journey and stuff, and that was nice as well. I still have a lot of questions that have not been answered, so I'm really looking forward to the final book, which is called Fearless, and that comes out in March or April, one of them. So I can't wait for that, because I just feel like, I think I said it, like, there's so many unanswered questions here, so many things that I feel like maybe I'm just overthinking this. Just got a little glimpse of the story. I feel like there's more that we don't know. I feel like Kit knows more. Now that he's king, he has access to more information. And my theory is that there's something with Peyton's parentage, with the silver hair. They bang on about, I think she's the only one that has silver hair in the entire book, as they said. So there must be something linked there. Now we need to find out like what's going on with her parents and things like that. So I feel like there's a lot more. And the way Reckless ended, that little bombshell, I was just like, there must be a reason why Kate did that, because no matter what he's going through, I know he's grieving at the moment, I still feel like he loves his brother, and I feel like for him to do what he did, there must be a reason, because deep down it's obvious that he knows that his brother has feelings, and he knows his brother's in love. So for him to do that, to hurt his brother in a way, there must be a reason why. So I just feel like there's something there. And obviously that moment, also very for Kai and Payne, like, they have been through so much the entire Reckless book, trying to kind of fall back in love with each other. The entire book series has 0 spice, and I am shocked that I did not miss the spice, and it was still like captivated, because like the tension between Kai and Payden was just so magnetic. It was almost sexual. So I'm looking forward to the final book in the series, and I think when that book comes out, I'm going to do a reread. When I do a reread again, I'm going to read Powerless and Powerful, basically where you can read books in parallel. And obviously not forgetting my other books, Flawless and Only for a Week, which was another big, so this was the biggest surprise of all. So I think again I made good choices in this reading vlog. Like, I read 5 books, guys. Who am I? Who the fuck am I? And I'm definitely gonna do a lot more. I do enjoy filming during this 24-hour reading challenge. I don't know when I'm gonna have another free weekend to do this again, but whenever I have another free weekend, I'm definitely gonna do this again. I think I'll aim to do one once a month, because I've done one every month for the past 2 months now, 3 months now. I've just read 5 books in like 2 days. Anyway, if you guys made it this far, thank you guys so much. Again, you guys understand how much your support means to me, so thank you guys so much for sticking with me to the end. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I hope you've kind of cried with me, and I would love to know your thoughts. If you've read the Powerless book, I would like to know if you guys agree with some of my theories. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.